Hi there, John DeBahadwa here with Kettlebells of PA. Why is the TRX Suspension Trainer so good for such a wide variety of people? With a basic understanding of the principles of progression for the TRX Suspension Trainer, anybody can use it. We can use it for people rehabbing in the hospital, all the way to professional or Olympic athletes. Case in point, I do use this at the hospital for some of my patients, and I've seen this in use at Athletes Performance in Phoenix, Arizona. So definitely a fantastic piece of equipment for everyone to use. So the principles of progression, there are three. First is the angle of the body. So for me to adjust myself according to the angle of the body, we'll take a look at the chest press. With the chest press, the taller I'm standing, the easier it's going to be. Notice I have quite an upright angle of my body. It's basically perpendicular to the floor. As I back away towards the wall, things get more challenging. I have a sharper angle of my body, and now the chest press becomes much more challenging. So just based on the angle of your body, you can make it more challenging or easier. The next principle of progression is the base of support. So let's go from easiest to hardest. The easiest base of support is the offset position. One foot is in front of the other, so for the chest press, I can assist with my legs. Next is a nice wide base of support. So notice my feet are quite wide, and the chest press is nice and manageable. I can bring my feet inwards to make it a little bit harder, narrowing my base of support. The chest press becomes a bit more challenging, and if I want to make it as challenging as possible, I can go on one leg, or out to the side. Taking those two principles, you can combine them. So let's take it from the most easy. I'm standing upright with my feet offset. Now let's make it as challenging as possible. I'm going to go all the way back to the wall. I'm going to go on one foot and perform a chest press. Those are the standing principles of progression. If we get down to the floor, we can do the pendulum principle, which makes things easier or harder on the floor. So I'm going to put my heels into the cradles and take a look at the hamstring curl. So basically, right now I'm directly underneath the bar. This is pretty easy. If I want to make it even easier, I will shoot my feet close to the wall and perform the hamstring curl, and that's even easier. To make it harder, I'll shoot myself all the way as far as I can handle, and now I'm very challenged by this hamstring curl. If we're going to be doing it with our body facing away from the anchor point, it will look like this. So now, I can either perform exercises such as the TRX crunch on my forearms, which is easier, or more challenging on my arms. And if I want to make things more challenging, scoot away, for the most challenging. And there we have it. Those are the principles of progression for the TRX Suspension Trainer. Thank you for joining me.